Wow guys, I just came back from an estate sale. I think I got some really cool stuff, all for 100 bucks. Wait till you see what I got. Guys, what is up? I actually went to an estate sale. I didn't record there because I had to go really quick and just quick stop in, see if I can run through all the rooms and find any quick gems, etc. Ran into Tanya, she got some footage. I didn't get any because I was going so fast, I couldn't film slowly because I had places to go. I got a live tonight I got to be ready for, and you know, got to get questions, all that organized, whatever it might be. So I went real quick, got a lot of things that I think you'll find interesting. I think I have a huge potential score on 2 items that I'll show you. And all in, I spent 100 bucks. Here's what I got. Okay, so here's everything that I had got at this estate sale that I just came from. The gentleman was an engineer that worked with NASA and things, and the estate was pretty cool. It actually, coincidentally, the same company that was doing the estate sale is the same one that I went to in Dickinson, where I got that huge ephemera score with all the books and then all the pictures and everything else. So I'm definitely gonna pay attention to those, because not only do they remember me, but they worked with me on price, which is always a good thing, especially with companies that are handling the sales. So they got authorization to have it with price and lower it and everything else. So let me go through and show you what I got. So this, it doesn't look like much, but this is like a handmade, I mean, a NASA engineer built this from scratch. This is all handmade on an alarm clock out of wood and everything else. I mean, it's not the flip clock stuff, but gosh, there's a lot of tech people out there, and I am thinking that I can put this maybe on an eBay auction and let people go at it. That's kind of my goal. So that right there, they only sold that to me for, I think, $5. These right here, so I can't show you the comps on that. It's just gonna be an auction item. This right here, some of these vintage thermos, they only are asking $6, but they could be worth like 20, 25 bucks. This right here was out in the garage. And pop quiz, who knows what that is? I'll give you a minute to try to figure it out. Here, let me show you the other side. All right, so giveaway, there's a crank. Can anybody figure it out? Hawk. Patch. I know what it is. I'm just kind of giving y'all a delay to try to figure it out. Here's the brand. Black Hawk. All right, so I'll show you the tag now. Here's where things go in. And then there's like teeth down there that grind it. Gosh, there was a tag. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. So this is from 1783, and it's called a corn grinder, or like a corn husker, where you push the corn down through, crank it, and I guess it works well for feed or cooking. I don't know, but the comps on that are pretty darn good. Like, I'll show them on the screen, but like 150-ish, something like that. I spent $30 into 150. Cannot complain about that. All of these light bulbs were all in this box, and they were asking $5 for the entire box. And I have them pulled out because I was scanning the barcodes on eBay to see if there are any gems. And some of them are worth like 10 bucks each. And so all in, I would say about $30 in light bulbs for $5. So sometimes you can find really rare ones though, that people spend like 50 bucks just for one bulb because it's like an old stock situation. and they have something that requires a certain bulb, and the only way they can find it is from people like me that put them on eBay, and it's new old stock bulbs. See, like this right here? How do I know that that's a vintage old stock bulb? I've showed y'all before. What do you see? What do you do not see on this whole box? You don't see a barcode. This is pre-barcodes. So you know that that's vintage old stock or new stock. All right, so this, and I'm not sure if Tanya got it on film, but we were in the same room digging through some stuff, and on the bottom shelf where nobody was at, look what I found. I found an old NASA shuttle model. Still has all the like stickers, and I don't know, it's kind of a mess down there, and I don't even think some of it is NASA stuff. There's other stuff in here that I have no idea what it is. Look at this guy. I don't know. So I ended up buying the whole box as is for 10 bucks. And I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it just like this, and I'm gonna put it on an auction on eBay, because I don't wanna mess with it. I don't know what's broken, what's there, if it's complete, whatever. So I'll just start it at 99 cents on an auction, see what happens, and I'll ship it all in that same box. This was a vintage book, Shakespeare, from I think 1926, I wanna say. Let's see if I can show it to you. Yeah, copyright 1926. Comps on it, not as good as I was hoping, but it's worth at least $20, $25. This was also in the garage, and it's just a plaque, but some of these can go. I've seen some of these sell for a lot of money. Coincidentally, this one only is selling for about $20, $25. There's someone else selling it on there, and they have a listing on it. All right, this is from 1968. It's a couple slides, and hard as hell to look at them through the light or whatever, but for $5, I figured, hell, there's a lot of NASA collectors out there. This was from a NASA engineer. I mean, I'm trying to show y'all, but there is nothing that you can see through there. So I'm just gonna do an auction. Start at 99 cents, vintage NASA slides, see what happens. Now here is where I might have hit a grand slam, guys. All right, so these were on the wall right behind their front door, so for display and everything. And I'll kind of show you. It's an original stock certificate. You can see the, like, I don't know, seal, and then the signatures. This one's from 1939. Someone bought one share at $10 each. And I guess they wrote it in the wrong place, but that's stock number 214. And on the back, it says an oil well, and it gives like a little history of this stock certificate. Well, I just now looked it up, and there are comps on solds for eBay and on WorthPoint, like anywhere from $2,000 all the way up to $70,000. So who knows what I have here, but for what I spent $10 on this thing. And I was sure enough willing to take the chance on it. Sometimes if you don't know what it is, does not mean it's not worth some money. So here's another one. Right on the wall, next to that one, right by their front door for display. Penn Mutual life insurance policy. There's the number. Look at the writing, y'all. Look at the curvature. There is a lot of collectors that collect this type because they're not teaching cursive in school anymore. So this is all like ephemera, collectible, whatever. But this is from 1905. And the president of the company signed it for whatever Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company is, and the secretary, etc. And then they mounted this. Let me see if I can turn this around. They mounted this in glass so you can turn it around and see the original, like, front too. There's the date again, 1905. So it's $1,000 original life insurance policy for whoever Marion Yelverton was. And then there was another envelope up there which gives like other like credible like backstory of everything. I got that for $10 too. I don't have any comps to show on that because I did look up like old life insurance policy, you know, ephemera. I couldn't find anything. That does not mean that just because I can't find anything doesn't mean that that's not worth any money. What's funny though is I did do a search for that last name Yelverton in Mississippi to see if there was any like relatives or people in Mississippi that might be related to this. And there was a company, Yelverton like Consulting or something, and they have like a pretty large company. So I dropped a direct message to them on Facebook and said, hey, do you by chance have any relative in the family? Because that's a unique last name, right? That was named Marion, because I have an original life insurance policy from 1905 that I'm gonna be either selling on eBay, or I even mentioned Sotheby's because I didn't know the value. And I'm hoping maybe they'll say, heck yeah, don't sell it to them. Let me have a chance to buy it off of you. And if I can turn $10 into a few thousand or 5,000, whatever they're willing to pay, then by all means, you know, they'll be happy to have this as an heirloom piece for their family. And then I made a pretty good penny. And then this one I'm curious about, because gosh, that's, you know, oil and gas sells a lot, especially in this area, because I mean, Houston's known for oil, but that's a big market for y'all to collect oil and gas. So yeah, everything I just showed you, I got for $100 all in. And the model, I don't know how much I'll get off that model, but it's still vintage. And this, I'll get all my money back just from selling this thing for at least, I'll say $130, $140. Because gosh, that thing's old. And it's complete. It comes with the bracket and everything. All right, so that's all I have. Thanks for watching, guys.